What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of CryptoZombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having an awesome day today. Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies having a beautiful recovery from the bounce back. Ethereum up over 5.5%. Bitcoin back over 18,000 at the time of making this video. Could be different by the time you're watching. Monday is approaching. However, we did get down to the low $16,000 level. We have had a nice rebound since then. So the big question on everybody's mind is, was that the dip? Is this the dip we were looking for? And now Bitcoin is ready to continue upwards on its trajectory. We have hit nicely on the 21 exponential. So that is the one thing I want to discuss. I also want to talk about the fact that Bitcoin is following its previous halving cycle almost exactly. You can see right here, we're coming up to a critical level of around 721 days. And Bitcoin does look like it's actually performing quite similar. So we know that history doesn't necessarily repeat, but it does tend to rhyme. So want to talk about that. Also, now everyone is talking about the gold fractal that I explained to you guys yesterday. But what I want to discuss specifically is that Weiss Ratings actually has come out with a report discussing what life is going to be like post virus which shall not be named world, and how things are going to be moving forward, and why a lot of people are actually shifting from gold into Bitcoin. In fact, while Bitcoin has continued to rally, we've actually seen the price of gold just continue to go sideways and actually push even down lower after it hit its all-time high, right? So I want to discuss that. And also, we do have another big Wall Street firm coming in. We have Guggenheim Partners with over $200 billion in assets, and now they are looking to allow exposure for their clients to Bitcoin. So the virus is spreading. Probably not the best choice of words considering what's happening right now, but today is the last day to, drop a comment for the Ledger Nano S if you're interested. So let's dive in and let's have a look. So we did have a beautiful bounce right here off of the 21 exponential moving average, which is this green line. We are still well above all of the major moving averages on the daily. We have the 200 daily moving average sitting at around 11,400. Remember, when you're over this, it's usually bullish. When you're under it, it's typically bearish. We are well above it. So the question is, maybe this time around, we're not actually looking for the 30% pullback. Maybe these are the types of pullbacks we're going to be getting in this new Bitcoin era, right? Maybe we're not going to get the 30%. Maybe we're only going to get like 15 or 12 or something like that, right? Well, let's dive in and let's have a look, because we had a beautiful touch right here on the critical weekly level of 16,174. And if you guys don't remember where that came from, it was from this candle back here where we had the second highest candle in Bitcoin's history. And look at this, we came down and we've instantly wicked back up. This is showing massive buyers jumping in, buying up these dips. They don't want to let the price go down like the intro. They are defending the line. And check this out. This is even cooler. So starting back here when we did have this pump and we broke above the previous resistance at 14,300, which is this purple line right here, you could see that Bitcoin started putting in a bit of an ascending channel. And we stayed within this channel for quite some time, right? It kept acting as resistance, resistance, resistance. And finally, when we broke out, look, it became support, support. Once we fell through, obviously we broke through, we fell all the way down, it became resistance again, and now look at where we find ourselves. Back at the center heart line, right here. And that is currently where Bitcoin is dancing around. So if Bitcoin can get back up to the top of this channel, which sits roughly at around $18,540, we could literally break through and start continuing the next move up. We could be headed for that $20,000 Bitcoin. Now, yes, I have talked about potential bearish case scenarios, right? We are forming on the 1 hour, excuse me, guys, I don't know what's up with my voice. We are forming a bit of an ascending wedge right here. Right now, ascending wedges are typically bearish patterns. You do look for a break to the downside. Now, this is on the lower time frame, right? Obviously, the larger time frame, the more macro time frames are more important. But, if you are trading short-term moves, is there a chance to have a little bit of a pullback down here? Yes, you could try to make some scalp shorts if you're interested, which, by the way, if you are interested in longing or shorting, guys, I do recommend Bybit for Bitcoin. Other exchanges for altcoins and things like that, they do have a $610 bonus going on if you're interested. I do have that below. Also, tutorial popping up above if you're interested. But some analysts are saying we could be in a bit of a sort of Elliott wave pattern, looking for that push down to 15,000. Now, I'm not really a big Elliott wave guy. I don't really like using it. Maybe it does work for you guys. For me, Bitcoin is a little bit of a different monster. I find it doesn't really usually follow the traditional markets. I mean, we have Bart Simpson patterns, right? You don't see that anywhere else in the market. So Bitcoin itself is a very different beast. And, we were talking about this gold fractal, and now it seems like all the news, are picking it up. Now I'm seeing it everywhere. We spoke about this yesterday from Paul Tudor Jones, and you actually had Su Zhu coming out, and he was saying that any continued dump in Bitcoin would still be extremely bullish. And that's why I said in yesterday's video, we actually had a bullish dump, in my opinion, because we did dump, but we dumped down perfectly to that previous level and bounced off of it. He said that it would reveal we are following the gold fractal from the 1970s, as per Paul Tudor Jones, the legendary macro investor who successfully used fractals to predict the 1980 stock market supercycle. And just on a side note, Tyler Winklevoss, he noted that the anonymity of Satoshi is actually what is so incredible. The fact that we have a $330 billion market cap, it is a testament to the fact that Bitcoin speaks for itself. Bitcoin is not an organization. It doesn't have a CEO. It doesn't have a marketing campaign, right? And yet it's still been able to do what it's been able to do, which brings us back to the original question right here. Touching down to this level is basically, was that what we were looking for? We came up here, we got to about the almost, we got 19,486. And look, we had a 17% pullback. So maybe those are the pullbacks that we're looking for this time around. Now, I'm not saying I couldn't wake up Monday and have a crazy 30% crash, but maybe we're just a bit scarred from the previous wild, wild west of the crypto days. And maybe Bitcoin is not really as volatile as it used to be. So maybe that was the correction. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear your opinion down in the comments below. Also, be careful in the comments. There's lots of scammers pretending to be me, being like, hey, join my paid group or call this number. No, that's not me, guys. If it looks really weird and fishy like that, most likely it's not me. I try my best, but please, if you see scammers down there, report them. It does help out. But moving on and talking about the difference of how we have seen gold, we've seen gold pretty much falling at a time when Bitcoin continues to go up and up. And interestingly enough, we actually had in a recent post by Weiss analysts, they noted that investors are pricing in the possibility of a viable, don't even want to say the word because apparently that demonetizes you, the V word, the thing that you get for the virus, as they begin to rework their portfolios and ignore safe haven and big tech assets that pumped during the pandemic. Now, as gold and bonds fell victim to the market reshuffle, Bitcoin was able to maintain its value and even flourished under the assumption that the world will undergo a speedy post-pandemic recovery. Gold prices have been basically dead in the water ever since. Bonds managed to claw back about 2/3 of their post-Pfizer plunge. Bitcoin, on the other hand, blasted through 17K, 18K, 19,000 in a very short time. So, in a post-pandemic world, cryptocurrencies may be the only safe haven asset, and the crypto market is recognizing that possibility. And quote, they said, crypto assets stand alone at the intersection of cutting-edge technology and sound money. That makes them the only sure defense against the coming digitization of future monies and the reckless monetary policies that will accelerate. We are fast approaching a post-pandemic world where the only viable safe haven will be crypto. Think about it. My goodness, this is absolutely incredible to think about that. And, shout out to War Chaser over here on Reddit for pointing out the eerie similarities between Bitcoin. Now, keep in mind, this is how Bitcoin was designed. Bitcoin is designed to be deflationary by nature. It has a halving built into the code. It is limited at 21 million. This is all part of the, Bitcoin theory. This is not even theory, Bitcoin reality. This is why Bitcoin is better money than anything else in the world, including gold, which it's easy to make fake gold. We also don't know how much gold there actually is. We're constantly finding new gold. There's gold buried under the ocean that we haven't even found yet. They just found a ton of gold over in that Russian mine about a week or a couple weeks ago. If Elon Musk finally figures out a way to mine gold off of asteroids, that could be more gold, but Bitcoin is finite, it is limited, and you are seeing lots of high net worth individuals, publicly traded companies, and now Guggenheim Partners, the $200 billion plus asset manager, could be the latest Wall Street firm to allocate capital to the cryptocurrency market. So, the firm, by the way, 200 billion plus asset manager, just to give you like an idea, the market cap of Bitcoin right now is about 335 billion. So these guys manage 200 billion. Just think about that, first of all. But anyway, the firm, which invests across asset classes on behalf of companies, pension funds, and sovereign wealth funds, wrote in a filing that it might seek investment exposure to Bitcoin indirectly via Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust. Oh my goodness, Grayscale. So as if Grayscale didn't have enough demand for Bitcoin, now these guys might be jumping in through their Macro Opportunities Fund. Now, this fund may seek investment exposure, like I said, up to about 10% of its net asset value. So, okay, they're not going to go in with the full 200, right? But currently, right now, they're saying that the Macro Opportunities Fund is one of the firms best known, and this one particularly has about 5 billion in assets under management. So, they're going to dip their toes in the water first, check it out, see how they feel, and then I have a feeling they'll eventually end up taking the full-on plunge. And I just want to end on a little bit of Ethereum news because why not? Ethereum has been doing quite well. In fact, Ethereum right now is currently, outperforming. Actually, Litecoin's doing all right, but it has been outperforming Bitcoin for quite some time. And I just wanted to give you guys an update. There has been 775,000 plus ETH that is currently locked in the contract, which, my friends, is over 148% of the required amount. So we are very excited. ETH 2.0 looks like the launch is right around the corner. The stars are aligning for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, for cryptocurrencies. These big time investors are finally realizing the power of Bitcoin and how much better and harder money it is than gold or any of these other types of bonds, equities, or really anything else you can think of. So that is it for me, guys. Today's video, super short. What do you guys think about a super short video? Some people love short videos. Some people hate short videos. I don't know. But that's all I got for you today, guys. Not much to talk about. We are still looking at that fractal. We are looking for the potential breakout. It has been a nice bullish bounce off of the 21 exponential. I love the mess that I make with these charts by the end. I always go back and look at them and I'm like, what the heck did I do? But it makes sense while you're watching it, right? So that being said, that is it for me. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. If you guys want, drop a comment for the Ledger Nano S. If you are looking to trade leverage, you can long or short Bitcoin up to 100x, which I wouldn't recommend you do because you will most likely 100% get wrecked. But if you're a beginner, look, dollar cost average, hodl. If you're looking for that extra sort of riskier opportunity to make more money, then definitely check out Bybit. I do have links below in the description, but that is it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. Get signed up to the Telegram group for free. I don't know, if you want. You don't have to, but I do have a free Telegram group if you're interested. Links are below. Lots of people hang out and talk crypto all day, and that is it for me. Enjoy the rest of your week. Know that, Mondays can get a little bit crazy, and we'll have to see what happens when futures open. Will we fill the gap? Most likely not, guys. I think we're over with the gap. So that's it for me. Thank you so much. You guys rock. My name's K-Dub. This is CryptoZombie. Until next time, stay crypto. And of course, peace out.